Well, I read about another action or monumental attempt to for man to shake his hand or fist in the face of his creator. How ignorant have we become? I just read a story about a cross in, I think it was California, that had been part of a veterans memorial for years and years and years. And so some brilliant man thought, after all this time, that sometime in his lifetime he was going to bring all of humanity to the realization that that cross was illegal and that it violated the separation of church and state. Now, if my air comes off arrogant, I've done my job, because I think that as far as created beings upon the earth, man is becoming the most shameful that exists. And I was thinking a little while ago, as a matter of fact, it was before I read the article, about God saying, "It repenteth me that I have made man, but his years will be 120, and I will not always strive with him." And of course, that was before, just before the flood of Noah. It was probably around 20 years before Noah started building the ark and preaching salvation and redemption. But I want you to look at not the logic that brought us to this momentous, insightful decision, but I want you to look at it from another angle. Okay, first of all, before Christ ever came along, the Romans were crucifying people. And it is assumed that they crucified them on a cross. So when we come against the cross, we are saying that the religion of the cross is significant and threatening something. Other religions put their symbols up, put their signs up, everything like that, and nothing is said. We bought or purchased prayer rugs for the detainees in Guantanamo Bay so they could pray to their God. That was not, there was nothing mentioned there. I think we even supplied Korans to them. But the cross really bothers people. And in the inset to this fantastically imbecilic argument, there was a little picture of a billboard that some mental giant had put up, or mental giants. And it was an atheist group. And it says, "You don't believe in God? Join the club." Now, I'm not worried about the money that they lost. I'm not even worried about the ignorance that they've shown by doing that. Because certainly we see signs all over the place say, You don't believe in Santa Claus? Join the club. You don't believe in the Easter Bunny? Join the club. You don't believe in life on other planets? Join the club. There's only one person or one being that man attacks all the time, and that is the existence of God. But to think that just because we allow a cross to stay or to go wipes out the existence of the Creator and His promise to come to judge us is totally, totally foolish. As a matter of fact, it is the most foolish thing I have ever seen in my life. Now, does it bother me that they're doing or taking away the cross? No. Would it bother me that they suddenly took "In God We Trust" off money? No. Would it bother me that they did not use the Bible in our government to swear in crooks? No. Because all of these actions are worthless when you come to the fact that God either is or He isn't. And He has promised the only religion that exists. He has promised that He will show Himself real. And He has promised that those who have made such a momentous fool of themselves constantly will be judged. And I doubt too awful much if there will be any members of the American Civil Liberties Union in the right side, where God says, come to the right side of power. As a matter of fact, I doubt if there'll be too many lawyers. Because I'm not saying that not all of them have the high ideals that it takes to be a lawyer. But they are so quick to bend the truth, to mold their truth. Like I said, we are merely saying that the cross has power in a religion. The cross has meaning, and the cross had purpose when we attack that one religious symbol. Satan, I know this is you, and you should be embarrassed. You should hang your head in shame, because you were not as smart as you thought you were. You did not know that the cross was going to be salvation for mankind. You did not think that you were doing God's will instead of trying to get rid of a thorn in your side. And in so doing, you made the biggest mistake of whatever long mistakes you've made. But, O evil one, you are too arrogant to face your mistakes. You are too arrogant to say, I've had it. I can't think of anything else to do. And you are arrogant enough to think that if you wipe the vestiges of the cross out of man's memory, out of man's eyesight, out of man's discussions that you are going to wipe God clean out of the universe. God help us. You vile, sinister, evil being. You are just beginning to face God. And when you bring people to the same place that you are, to boldly shake their fist in the face of a loving Creator God, you are doing nothing but proving the existence of said God. Maranatha.